On a quiet winter night in 2018, an ordinary apartment building in the city of Greyhaven became the center of a mystery that still has no answers. Nothing about that evening appeared unusual. The streets were calm, traffic was light, and inside apartment 304, 22-year-old college student Evan Cole was settling in for the night. Evan was known for his routine. He studied architecture, spent long hours sketching designs, and rarely deviated from his schedule. That night, around 10:30 p.m., he exchanged a few casual messages with his sister. The conversation was normal, even boring. There was no sign of fear, stress, or urgency. It would be the last time anyone ever heard from him. The next morning, Evan failed to show up for an important exam. At first, his friends assumed he had overslept, but as hours passed with no response, concern grew. By evening, his sister went to his apartment to check on him. Apartment 304 was silent. The door was locked. Using a spare key, she stepped inside. Evan was gone. His backpack rested neatly on a chair. His phone was plugged in and charging on the desk. His wallet, keys, and jacket were all still inside the room. The bed appeared untouched, as if no one had slept in it. There were no signs of a struggle, no broken furniture, no open windows. Police were called immediately. Investigators searched the apartment thoroughly. The door lock showed no damage and no indication that it had been opened from the outside after Evan's last known message. The only window in the room opened to a narrow alley 3 floors below, but there were no marks, no disturbed surfaces, and no evidence that anyone had climbed or jumped out. Security camera footage added to the mystery. Cameras showed Evan entering the building at 9:12 p.m. They never recorded him leaving. Neighbors were questioned. One mentioned hearing a faint sound around midnight, like furniture shifting, but no voices, no shouting, nothing alarming enough to raise concern. Days turned into weeks as police expanded their search. Nearby streets, rooftops, abandoned buildings, and transit stations were all checked. There was no financial activity, no online presence, and no sightings. Evan seemed to have vanished completely. Then, during a second search of the apartment, investigators found something unsettling. Inside Evan's sketchbook were a series of architectural drawings. Each page showed a room, perfectly detailed, but with no doors, no windows, and no visible exits. On the final page, beneath the last drawing, a sentence was written lightly in pencil. "Some spaces aren't meant to be exited." Police debated its meaning. Was it simply artistic expression, a metaphor, or something more troubling? Despite media attention and nationwide coverage, no solid leads ever emerged. No evidence of foul play, no proof of an accident, no explanation for how a person could disappear from a locked room without leaving a trace. Eventually, the case went cold. Apartment 304 was rented out again. New tenants reported nothing unusual. Life moved on, but the question remains: how does someone vanish from a locked room, leaving everything behind without a single clue? And what really happened to Evan Cole?